Come back, we'll talk more with Khalid Abdul Muhammad. He's a national assistant to Louis Farrakhan of the Nation of Islam. And we'll open up the telephone lines this morning as well if you'd like to be on the program from Huntsville, all of Madison County, 830-2277, 830-2277. Toll free this morning if you're on cellular 1 at star 770. And you can join us from Limestone County, 232-3911. WVNN News Talk time now is 10:20. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More of the Sean Hannity Devil program coming up next, right here on AM 770 WVNN. Now, good morning, and thank you for listening to AM 770 in the Sean Hannity program. Some categorize this as the Devil's program as we talk about the issues each Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to 12 noon, Monday through Friday. You can join us 2 to 4 in the afternoon as we have our in-depth dialogue and discussion about the issues of the day. Khalid Abdul Muhammad joins us, national assistant to the, you don't like to call him Reverend, but to Louis Farrakhan of the Nation of
Minister
Islam.
Louis Farrakhan.
Minister Louis Farrakhan. And we're talking during the break that you find it interesting. What do you want for the Nation of Islam? You want a separate nation, is that right?
We want freedom and independence, however that can be achieved. If indeed white people are willing to go through the painful and painstaking process of mental and spiritual and moral and ethical change, then indeed we as black people, since we've been here in America, we have fought for many years to be included in the mainstream of white America. Now we have determined that as God's hand is stretched out of judgment against America, that we must do something for ourselves and we must build a nation of our own. That is not to say that it is to be a nation so separate until we want to rule over white people. We have no desire to rule white people. We want to express kujichagulia, or self-determination, over our own destiny. If we have a hospital and white people are ill or need attention, they would be welcomed into our hospital, and we wouldn't use them as guinea pigs the way they use us in their hospitals today. If you need a loan and you're qualified and you came to the black bank, we wouldn't redline the districts the way you've done against us. If in our political structure we wouldn't set up gerrymandering and all of the redistricting in our system, we would have fairness. We could never treat white people the way they treated us, because God just didn't make us that way. He just didn't give us that kind of heart.
Let me ask you a question. If I were to say all blacks were drug addicts because of the actions of the few, would you find that offensive? Because there are black drug addicts in our society.
I don't find anything offensive that white people say.
Okay,
but if it would be all right with me.
Okay, let's say a black person said that. Would you find that offensive?
No, sir. If a black person said that, I would know that they have been robbed of a knowledge of self. They've been brainwashed by your people, and we would take the time and the love and give some care and sensitivity to the situation to try to open their eyes.
Well, the point I'm trying to get to here is that bottom line is the way you talk about white people, you put them all in this one category as if they're all racist, they're all against black people. You're imputing the character of the white race.
I believe that there are some white people who do good.
You do?
I believe that I don't know if they are good, but I do know that there are some white people who do good. But let me say this, you've got to understand the sensitive nature of this. When white people came to America, they didn't just come in showing open hatred for the Indian and just killing Indians and mowing them down. They came in smiling at them, winking at them. They pretended that there was loving, caring, and sharing. The Indians taught them agriculture, taught them of their customs and ways. They even intermarried. But as soon as the Indian dropped his guard and the white man learned the ways of the Indian, they destroyed the Indians in a mass genocide plot. Now the original owner of this nation is selling moccasins and blankets on a reservation because they trusted the white man. When the white man came to Africa, he didn't just come in killing black people and showing open, bitter hatred. He came in as a friend and a sincere advisor. He came in and we rolled out the carpet for him. We gave him the best of our society and our world, and now we are held captive as slaves inside of America.
So the blacks and the Indians and the minorities in our society of angels of light and the wicked white people have always decimated any other race besides themselves. That's what you're saying?
I told you, if you're not my national assistant, you're certainly my Huntsville spokesman.
I'm your Huntsville spokesman.
I couldn't have said it any better than that, Sean.
That's your viewpoint on that.
That's your viewpoint, and I like it.
You like that?
I like it.
It's not my viewpoint, though, because what I hear in you is somebody who's extremely racist, biased, and bigoted. And
I'm not extremely racist, biased, and bigoted.
Well, you are racist.
You cannot compare me with the Klan.
Oh, I certainly could.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No one has ever enslaved the Ku Klux Klan or David Duke or the skinheads. No one has ever robbed them of their name, their language, their religion, their culture, God. No one has done anything to them.
Let me ask you a question. How long are you going to stay in the past? How long are you going to stay in the past? When are you going to move forward?
In the present. I just gave you the report from the Kerner Commission. We also have here the National Urban League, State of Black America. Jet Magazine just did a study that was done across the nation after 28 years. How much of Dr. King's dream has come true? And studies are being done all over. But if you're sitting here in a one room in Huntsville, Alabama, sitting behind a microphone being cynical and racist and bigoted every day, then you don't know what reports are out there in the world.
You're saying
I'm in another city almost every day.
What city are you in? Oh, you travel around the country every day?
All over, but I'm from New York.
You're from New York. That's where I'm from. But the bottom line is, I want to ask you this. Why is it then that some African Americans are making it in our society? They're very talented. They're making contributions. Why do you impugn the character of them? Why not talk about the opportunity?
I have never impugned the character of them. That's your devilish way to attempt to say that that's
my
what
devilish way.
That's what it is.
So this is incredible. Let me ask you this. What do you think is going to be the future of race relations in this country? You think we're going to have race wars? And are you going to be at the heart of it?
Oh, what kind of silly little childish question is that?
I'm asking, if you think whites are the devil and they've done all these terrible things to you, why don't you go to war against the white people?
I believe that there are some whites. I don't know how good their heart is, but I do know that there are some whites who do good.
Do you think that whites can get to heaven?
Some whites. I know that there. Let me finish my point. I know that there are some whites who are standing up against their own people for the injustices that have been perpetrated against black people and dark people throughout the earth. But I can't trust them the way the Indians trusted them, the way my forebears trusted them in Africa. Even if I closed my eyes, I could never close both eyes. I'd have to always keep one eye open.
Let me tell you something, sir, because I am an Irish American. My grandparents came here from Ireland in the early part of this century at a time when in Boston and New York and in Philadelphia it said outside of almost every shop, Irish Catholic need not apply. Within my family history, there is a large degree of racism and hatred and bigotedness that my family had to go through.
That's white-on-white crime.
Okay, and there's plenty of black-on-black crime in our inner cities today.
Nothing to compare with the millions that white people have killed in their major wars.
And you are blinding yourself to the truth, sir.
The white mass murderers, the white serial killers, and the gays and
blacks selling each other, blacks selling other blacks drugs and shooting each other's and drive-by shootings and Crips and Bloods.
Robbed of a knowledge of self by white people.
Oh, blaming white people for their problem. Blaming white people for their problem.
When you take a people and completely destroy them, what else do you expect? Nobody ever destroyed you, but you murder millions of people and drop bombs.
I've never murdered anybody, sir. I've never dropped a bomb on anybody, sir.
You're trying to drop bombs on this radio station.
I'm not trying to drop bombs. You're just
too light.
You're bombastic little statements of devil.
Come on out with it.
What's the matter? You got a problem? You're getting upset? You want to calm down a minute?
Come on out with it. You're just stumbling and fumbling.
No, I'm not. You're an ignorant fool.
We are ignorant fools, if I'm one, because you are certainly complimenting me.
But I
came in the spirit that you're giving me. I attempted to talk to you in the hall.
To
get you to turn this volume down, to let you know what my true spirit is. But I said you continue to conduct yourself as a devil. And I said to you, as long as you do that, that's what you'll get from me.
Let's go
now, if you want a more intelligent conversation and exchange, I will give you that.
I'll tell you what, why don't you
show it?
Why don't you talk to the caller?
Sean is a devil. I will, but I said that Sean is acting like a devil on the program, but he is not.
The whiter.
Sean is a devil. He just said I'm a devil. You think I'm a devil, Todd?
I don't think so. But listen.
I mean, look, if I'm the devil or if I'm the epitome of evil, so you should...
I don't believe you're the epitome of evil.
I'm just
You're a lightweight devil.
I'm a lightweight devil. I'm a lightweight evil devil here, so...